marketing, right? Where the ad channels here are limited to people within a confined geography. There is no constraint of limitation when it comes to using digital platforms. And I'm talking about all digital platforms here, not just Meta. But one striking thing about Meta and why it seems to be the hub for small businesses, especially when it comes to scaling business and growth, is because you have the highest concentration of real active users. Now, for some other platforms, right, we are looking at cache measurements or browser behavior measurements. But when we are looking at what we have on Meta, we're actually looking at real interactions here. We're looking at real represented personalities and entities. And then it's also interesting to know that when Meta is actually attributing Meta attributes, most of their user data based on behavior of the users on the platform. So this is a wealth of opportunity for small businesses to actually explore when it comes to scaling their businesses using digital tools. So we would say Meta is a very, very handy digital tool when it comes to scaling your business, or when it comes to doing business online or virtually. And then if we're looking at how ads are being shown, right, on Facebook, we're looking at the auction system, then we have what we call the advertiser control, and then we have what we call the pacing system. Now, with the auction system, this is how Facebook ranks the ads, based on the total value that determines the price of the ad and also how the ad is actually going to be shown. Now, when we are talking about value here, we are looking at the value that the business gains and the value that the users, would gain from that particular post or that particular product, both on the post segment and also on the consumption segment. And what that means is this. Now, you should understand that a lot of these digital platforms were originally designed for engagement purpose, right? So what that means is, if you are going to be on their platform, even as a small business owner, right, your offerings or your product needs to be positioned in a way that it brings real-time engagement for the users on that platform, right? So this is what we call total value, especially when we're talking about meta advertising here. Now, would your product or would your content keep people on the social platform? Because originally these platforms were actually designed for social interaction, not necessarily as marketplaces, right? The reason why they have transitioned into marketplaces is because we have seen that there is the sellability and then the scalability, because the major crux of selling, right, for any business is where there is the influx or the inflow of the potential customers, right? Now, we've seen over the years how some of these social media platforms or these social tools have transitioned into marketplaces and selling platform, and this is because of the power of the people that are currently using that platform, right? And then we are looking at advertiser control, right? We are talking about the inputs, the guide, the delivery, and then the pacing system, right, that the advertiser is putting into the advertising query that they give to some of these platforms. And then when we are looking at the pacing system, we are looking at the maximum value of the operation or the duration of the campaigns that you want to run, right? So if you are going to be showing a video about a lady that's dancing with a particular soap, right, as a product that you are selling, how long are you going to be showing that that product for, right? So this also actually this is where the pacing system and the value of that particular video comes to play. So some of all these mumbled together, right, factors that we consider when Meta is showing your ads to the users or the demographics that you want to target with your product. And like I did mention, we are looking at total value here. We are talking about both value for business and then value for the people, right? So value for the business is, what is the business getting out of this particular advertising campaign, right? And then what are the people also getting from this? Now, when I mean what are the people getting, are they getting engagements or are they getting quality products, right? So on the people side is a fusion of both engagements and then quality service, right? While on the business side, we are looking at values like let's say return on ad spend and also return on investment. So what is the return on investment for the business owner, and then what is the return on ad spend for the business owner, and then what is the value of the product that's been sold to the people, and then what is the engagement metrics from that particular campaign or for the people, or that's on the people side of things, right? So, and then how are ads being ranked, right? So now we are looking at total value. Now, if you would understand, I think I have talked about total value in about 3 different slides. This is because this is basically the crux of what the result of your advertising is going to be like, right? Your advertising basically is based on what value you are offering to the people on the platform and what value you are offering to the platform also, right? So we're looking at what total value is broken down into here. We are looking at advertiser bid, estimated action rates, and then the user value, right? Advertiser bid, that's your bids, the event you selected as optimization goal, for the desired result that you want to achieve. And then there's also the estimated action rate. That's what's the likelihood that an impression shown to this person will lead to a desired result, right? And that's on the business side, like I did mention. And then what's the user value? So you see it's a combination here of both the business side and then the user side. This is how your ad is being ranked. Now, the reason this is here is you may be wondering, I've had people ask this question several times. I set up an ad and I've spent 100,000 in the last 2 days or in the last 3 days, and I see that I am not getting any results. But I have a colleague that's in the same business vertical, and he set up this same ad and he's spending even 50,000 and he's getting more results than I am getting. I like to ask them, I said, what is the total value of what your advertising is offering on the platform? Whether it is Meta, whether it is Google, whether it is Twitter, the total value is very, very key. And if you are looking at this total value proposition, right, then it then helps you to go into what I call the strategy, how you position your entire marketing strategy. We are going to go into that shortly. I just thought to talk about these major points so that you understand what some of these platforms are actually looking out for when they want you, or before you start to advertise using that particular platform. So you should understand that a lot of times, right, the success of your campaign on that platform is dependent on you as a business first, and it is dependent on the platform that you are choosing to advertise on, right? And then this also goes to speak to what I like to call like your business vertical, and also the entire let's say marketing research and analysis. You need to be sure that the platform that you are using, right, speaks to the demographics or speak to the audience that you want your item or your product or your services to be marketed to. Now, for instance, if you have a product that speaks to the Gen Z, for instance, I'm going to put it that way, say maybe a skincare product, right? And without marketing analysis or without proper marketing research, you take your product to LinkedIn, right? You see that even though you have a very good product, you may have chosen the wrong platform to market your product, because LinkedIn, for what I understand, is a platform that speaks to, what I say, corporate communication, right? And then you have more career-driven presence. The people here want to grow their career. They want to grow. They want to grow in the services, right, that they are offering, not necessarily in terms of products that they are buying. So you see, you may spend 100,000 naira on LinkedIn, right, for a month, and someone spends 10,000 on Facebook selling the same skincare product, and the person with the 10,000 budget is getting more results than you that's on LinkedIn. First things first, the total value that you are offering to LinkedIn is wrong, right? So there is no way you are going to get the value back as a business, because you have chosen first things first, the wrong platform. And why is that platform wrong? Because the total value that you're offering, right, in terms of your business niche or your business vertical is ultimately wrong, right? So, yeah, okay, I got that. Volume is low. So I think that's something that will probably be fixed. But please, if you can hear me, I would like anyone that can hear me clearly to drop a comment and say that you can hear me clearly before I proceed. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now talking about creating an effective Facebook ad strategy. Now, I think I did mention this to Sarah sometime when we were having a chat before this webinar. I really would have loved to elaborate on several digital platforms, but for now, I am only confined to speak about Facebook. And this actually is also a business decision because I represent Facebook currently in the market. So please permit me to stick to to the Facebook side of things. But I am very, very sure what I'm sharing now is basically top level, right? There are more details, there are more intricate details into creating an effective Facebook strategy or how you can grow your business on Facebook. But I'm just going to give top level because of time constraint, and I want to ensure that I'm carrying everybody along, because when it comes to Facebook advertising, there are different levels, both as a business owner or as a would I say a potential business owner or someone that just wants to learn the general platform and then maybe use it for your organization. If you are maybe a digital marketing representative or something, and then you are just looking to get more knowledge. So this is going to be basically top level. And yeah, after the webinar, I have what I call an office hour session where you can book a one-to-one chat with me, and then we can go into intricate details. I can help you with say your ad analysis and look at what you have been doing. And if you have any further questions, right, I can just generally attend to those questions. So I'm going to put the link later in the chat side for you to be able to book that session with me. So please just look out for that link in the chat, right? But said, I'm going into creating an effective Facebook strategy. I think the first thing you want to look at here is to define your goal, right? So before you start any Facebook advertising campaign, you need to define what your goal is, right? Are you looking at getting traffic to your website? Are you looking at increasing sales, or are you looking to increase brand awareness? Having a clear and concise goal is the first step into ensuring that you are successful first things first, right? So that being said, I'm just going to create a simple a brief scenario. So imagine you are a business in real estate, right? And then you have a property for sale, and then the average value or the average order value of that property is about 100 million naira, and then you're having an ad put out on Instagram or on Facebook, for instance, where you want to sell this property for 100 million naira. And then your goal, right, for that particular ad is to get 100 million naira sales directly off of the ad. Now, I put it to you that that is first things first, wrong idea. You probably are going to be frustrated out of that ad. Why so? Now, social media is not somewhere where you would get someone to make a one-off purchase of 100 million because they met your business online. Now, we understand that in the sales funnel, before any individual makes an action to buy, there is usually at least 3 visits minimum. And this is for e-commerce, right, where there is a lot of social proof, right? So before a purchase is made on a particular website, we have seen user habits, right, that there's at least 3 visits to that website before the user makes up their mind to make a purchase. And now that is for a product that has a very average order value, say a shirt or a pen or a book or something. Now, imagine that you are selling a product that is about 100 million, right? Now, I don't think anybody is going to make a one-off purchase by seeing an ad on Instagram where they're selling a house for 100 million. For that kind of business, you would need what we call a full funnel strategy, a nurturing system. So that means you are going to be getting the contact details of the persons that have shown interest in that property, because trust me, they are not going to buy one-off. Now, when you have gotten the details of these persons, you want to follow up with them to show social proof. First things first, they need to be sure that they are investing in something and their money is not gone, right? So you see, that's why there has to be a nurturing system. So there has to be a follow-up from the advertising, right? And this follow-up has to be consistent until there is a purchase, right? So for that means if you are in the business of real estate and then you are looking at one-off purchase, right, using an ad campaign, already your goal is I would say your goal is is amiss, because you are definitely not going to get the kind of results that you're wanting to get. So what that means is, on Facebook, there are different objectives. We have the traffic objective, we have the awareness objective, we have the lead generations objective, and then we have the conversions objective. Now, if the aim of that campaign is just for people to know about your real estate business, right, and then you chose to do an awareness campaign, you are way in check. But if your goal is to get, say, conversions, like people to purchase, and then you are running a traffic campaign to a website, for instance, maybe you have a website and you want them you want to direct traffic from your ad to the website, and then you are expecting direct conversion, you see that your goal is already a miss, and then you could get frustrated from this particular ad, right? So you see why defining the goal, defining what you want to achieve, right, is very, very, very key when it comes to creating a winning Facebook ad strategy. And then when you're done creating the goal, the next thing you need to look at is to identify your target audience, right? Now, who do you need to see your product, right? What are the categories of persons that you need to see your product? Now, the beautiful thing about running ads on Facebook is, like I did mention, the targeting, or the user segmentation system that's available on Facebook is one that actually offers you more granular details, or more granular level of targeting, right? Because Facebook uses the habits of the people on the platform, the interest, right? I'm sure you must have wondered where you were scrolling on Instagram one day, and then you see an ad for say a pencil, right? And then you hit on that ad, or even if it's not an ad, generally a content that's talking about a pencil, and then you interact with that content. Maybe you watch the video. You find out that in subsequent times, right, on your feed, you just find out that there are so many things talking about pencils. In fact, they will show you pencils, and then they will now show you drawing books, right? Because pencils and drawing books are related. Now, the reason this is because at a time you have shown interest in pencils, and now Facebook uses interest. There's interest, would I say, collation of user behavior. There's also the would I say, how do I call it now? The demographics, right? General demographics, from age to interest to user behavior, how long you spend online, and your location and stuff like that, right? So all these things makes a robust targeting platform, right? That Facebook is, compared to some other platforms. Like I think maybe if you're targeting on Google, I think Google basically uses a cache, a browser behavior kind of targeting. It is not as granular as the personal behavior of an individual, right, on a platform like Facebook. I think another platform that actually uses a little bit of user interaction is LinkedIn, because LinkedIn targets you based on the kind of content that you interact with on the platform, right? So some of these things are things you need to consider when you are creating or choosing your target audience. You need to understand that the platform, or the targeting, the leverage for targeting is available for you, and then you need to then find who this user audience is, and then target them appropriately, right? Now, like I will continue with the real estate example that I gave earlier. If you're running an ad, right, on Meta or on Facebook, maybe targeting on Instagram, or maybe the general Facebook network, audience network, and then you want to sell a property of 100 million, and then you are targeting college students, right? I can bet you that you're going to spend so much money, right, and then get no result. Or you're targeting, you have a property for 100 million, and then you decide, no hard feelings here. You decide to target, say, a location somewhere in the outskirts of Lagos, right, where you know that where you don't have the highbrow individuals living at. So these are just lowbrow. You know that you definitely are not going to get as much result as you are looking to get from that particular campaign. Now, another thing you need to look at is creating a compelling content and choosing the right format. So for your particular business niche, what ad format are you using? What is the working format? You need to understand that. Is it videos or is it still images? And also when you are creating the videos or the images, are you in trend? Are you fashionable? What you have created, is this something that the users on that platform will engage with? Yeah, that needs to be checked as well, right? And then you need to set a defined budget. Now, for different types of targeting on Meta, right, or Meta family of apps, right, there are different kind of budgets, right? So if you want to get, say, 50 conversions or 50 purchases of a product in a week, and then you understand that the average cost per purchase of a product on that platform is about $50, then you know that if you want to get 50 conversions, you need to multiply the average cost per conversions times the number of purchases or conversions you would like to get, and this is what is going to define the budget that you should set for that particular campaign. And then you need to test and optimize. Now, there is no strategy on any digital platform that's cast in stone, right? So that's why you have to continue to test, right? So when you create because you might want to ask the question, so how do I know what is working and how do I know what is not working? For every time you want to start a campaign, you need to set aside a budget for testing, right? So if you have 100,000, you earmark, say, 10,000 naira for testing because you want to really understand where your audiences are. You want to understand what goal is going to work for you. You want to understand what type of creative is working for you. You need to know if that video or that image that you have created is compelling enough. So because you don't want to just throw in all of your budget into that particular campaign and then you end up with nothing. So it's safe to test. You split test, you have A/B testing, you are testing the audience, you are testing the creatives. And when you find the one that is winning, you then put the entirety of the 90,000 that's left into that winning one. And that is how you get a winning ad. Now, I think I'm going to go straight into the Meta ASP program, right? And this is another way to actually have, transform your business using using the digital platforms, like Facebook, for instance. Now, you might be wondering, what is the ASP program? Now, the ASP program is what we call the Authorized Sales Partnership Program. And what does this offer you? Now, this is an avenue for the big media players, right, to have direct contact with the SMBs. Now, this is one part of business growth that a lot of SMBs have not tapped into. Now, we see this particular structure working in banks. They work in some big sales organizations and stuff where, and I know that maybe a lot of people don't know that, but for every account that you open in a bank, no matter how small, you have a dedicated account manager that's tied to that particular account, right? The same way in every local market, every small business or big business, whichever it is, right, as long as you're advertising on a particular platform, right, you have the ability or you have the option or the availability of being assigned to a dedicated account manager. Now, some of the head businesses, some of the big brands, right, in the local market, some of these guys, they understand these things and they're already taking advantage of it, right? So you find out that for the Coca-Colas and then the MTNs and then the Nine Mobiles and the likes, right? They don't just delve into strategy, right? They consult the platform before they choose the strategy because these guys are breaking in millions in terms of ad revenue. So they don't just want the millions to go down the drain. So as a small business owner, I think it's important that you understand that there is an availability for you to have a dedicated account manager for your business. And this way, it helps you to stay in check. You know, you have somebody that's going to handhold you in terms of strategy to run your ads, and then your money is not running amiss, right? And then also one important part of this of being part of the SMB or the ASP program is you have the opportunity or the ability to be in every industry event that's being organized by this particular media platform. Say Facebook, for instance. If you're using a Facebook ASP, right, you have access to all the beautiful programs that Facebook is actually scheduling within that particular market, right? So yeah, this is just a general top of mind, like I did mention. So this is just top funnel strategy on how you can leverage Meta, right? So I think my time is up for now, but within the comments, within the chat section, I'm actually going to drop a link there where we can you can book a one-to-one session with me and anybody from my team. I represent the Meta ASP, yeah? So you can have a fireside chat with any of us, and then we can give you some more intricate analysis and data. Even if you need us to look into your ads for you, we can actually do some quick analysis for you and show you where you need to optimize and how you can get better results from advertising on Meta. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sarah. I think this is where I'll be handing off for now. Please, if you have any questions, like I mentioned, you can drop them within the chat section, and I'll attend to those.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenwa. That was very insightful. I wish we had much time to really dwell on it, but unfortunately, time is not our friend. Thank you so much, sir. Please, let's drop questions. We'll probably take a few questions after the next session. Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone, once again. Now we have our second speaker in our midst, and that's in person of Dr. Bertrand Ugoji. Dr. Bertrand, you're welcome, sir. Dr. Bertrand Ugoji holds a diploma in Management of Information System and a postgraduate diploma in Business Management from UK institutions. He also has an MSc from the School of Cybersecurity, University of Hertfordshire, and an ongoing PhD degree in cybersecurity at the same university. He lectured computer science at the University of Hertfordshire in UK for 5 years. He has 12 years experience in project management, computing, and ICT experience, and a broad range of exposure to the following industries: software security, taxation software, banking, medical, manufacturing, higher educational institutions, hospitality, computing and information technology in UK and other countries. He has been a transformation agent to many businesses through significant contributions to technology as an innovator, a process automator, and an entrepreneur, a founder, a researcher, a product owner, and a knowledge transfer manager. Dr. Bertrand is a multi-time conference speaker and author of recognized international papers that's been presented in 3 continents of the world on cybersecurity, advancement of the digital technology, design and implementation of enterprise resource planning system, ERP. He became a consortium professional member of International Information System Security, one of the pioneers of the Scrum.org, the Association for Computing Machinery, the British Computing Society, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, the Institute for the Management of Information System, and the Association of Business Executives. Dr. Bertrand is the CEO of Optitech in UK and has led a team of developers in the design, development, and implementation of a case study system for some of these organizations: the Ministry of Justice, United Kingdom, Santander Bank Global Santec, United Kingdom, Federal Capital Territory Administration, Abuja. And recently with his team, he created a cloud-based case management solution and app, CaseFee, that's www.casefee.com, and a cloud-based retail management solution. That's a lot. And so we are blessed. We are blessed to have him in our midst today. And so I'm inviting Dr. Bertrand to go to the floor. Dr. Bertrand, we're here.
Also unmute me. I don't know if anybody can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Thanks for unmuting me. Let me share my screen. Can I share my screen? All right. Thank you very much. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So thanks very much, everyone, for having me here. I would have preferred if you had made that introduction a bit shorter. It's just too long. Okay, so my name is Bertrand, and I'm still not a doctor yet. So as you can see, I prefer to be called Bertrand. My friends call me Mr. B. I'm the author of CaseFee, www.casefee.com. And recently, last month, I've also created myshop.com, which is an e-commerce mall platform. I'm going to be talking generally about leveraging digital platform for business transformation. And we'll be wrapping that up with showing what you can do with MyShop as a digital platform you can also use to implement transformation in your business. So we start with, first of all, what is business transformation? So I'm not sure if everyone here really understands these terms we're using, thanks to our colleague from Meta, who has touched some of these things. So we'll say a business transformation refers to a significant and deliberate change in a way business operates with a goal of improving its overall performance, adapting to new market conditions, or achieving a competitive advantage. So you transform intentionally. It doesn't happen by chance. It will normally involve a strategic reevaluation of business operations, processes, structure, culture, and may involve changes to the business model, products and services, technology and customer experience. You want to make changes for the better. It's usually driven by a range of factors, which include changes in customer needs. How are the customers wanting your products and services? And customer expectations, what do customers expect? Advancement in technology, shift in market conditions, the need to improve operational efficiency. Now we see AI tools everywhere, making life easier for everyone. So the process of business transformation will typically involve a thorough analysis of the current state of the business, the identification of areas for improvement, and the development of a plan to implement the necessary changes. A successful business transformation would usually require strong leadership, effective communication, and a willingness to embrace change. If your team is not willing to embrace change, then you might find it difficult to transform. It can be a complex and challenging process, but when done correctly, it can lead to significant benefits, which would include normally increased revenue for the business, improved profitability, and a stronger competitive position in the market. We look at some of the business transformation examples that are very popular. We see Netflix, Apple, Amazon, and I would say UpToTech Limited as well. So transformation we see in small companies, big companies like Meta, today moving into VR and other areas of digital platforms. So we see that there's been several notable business transformations in the world, including Nigeria. Netflix started as a DVD rental service, but then transformed its business model to a streaming service that has somehow revolutionized the entertainment industry. The company invested in creating its own platform, content, and allow customers to access its content anytime from anywhere. Apple also transformed its business from a computer manufacturer to a company that designs and develops a range of consumer electronic products, such as smartphones, tablets, and wearables. The company had a shift from hardware to software and software as a service platforms, cloud-based platforms. We all know the iCloud, Apple Music, App Store. You see Amazon today being initially an online bookstore. They've transformed from just being an online bookstore into one of the world's largest online retailers, selling a wide range of products from cloud services and entertainment as well. For those of us who've used Amazon, you know Amazon Prime. Amazon has also invested in developing its own hardware, the Kindle, e-readers, and Echo smart speakers. You see IBM, you see Ford, you see Oracle, and back home you see Konga, Jumia, and all small companies in Nigeria. Paystack, enabling payments across the country. So these are just a few examples of notable business transformations, but there are many more, across different countries. Now we look at what are digital platforms really? What are they? We see all these digital products. What do they enable us to do? So digital platforms, I would say, are online or digital tools that enable individuals, businesses, organizations to connect, collaborate, and share information and conduct transactions electronically in a digital way. Right, so what do digital platforms really enable us to do? Digital platforms generally will provide us with user-friendly interface, a range of functionalities, a range of capabilities, network of users, like we saw our colleague talk about Meta, Facebook, what you could do with adverts and leveraging on the billions of users on the platform. So if you don't have users, customers, and vendors, you will not realize the full benefits of any digital platform. So these platforms are usually built on top of existing technologies like internet, mobile devices, cloud technologies, etc. Now we have a look at a few digital platforms, of which we all know Facebook is, if not the leader. TikTok is pushing strongly behind Facebook now. So Facebook needs to do a lot more. I mean, Meta today needs to do a lot more to keep maintaining being the leader in this area. So we see social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and e-commerce platforms such as Amazon, eBay, on-demand services like Uber, Bolt, Taxify. Then we have Airbnb, enabling us, share accommodation. We also have digital platforms like the CRM systems. There are a lot of online CRM systems that you could just sign up and you're able to manage your customers and do sales and marketing. You have project management tools like Monday.com. You also have supply chain management platforms. There's so many tools around there. So choosing the right tool is really, really very important. So as digital platforms has become increasingly important in everyday activity, enabling businesses reach wider audience, improve customer engagement, streamline business processes. They also enable us provide new opportunities for innovation, where a particular innovator stops. Younger ones build on top of those innovations. Collaboration and potential disruption of traditional business models. So we see today, every business is trying to become innovative. You see businesses who were into movies, they're moving into fintech. Everyone is trying to, do some innovative improvements that reposition them in a better place. Now, we look at some of the ways you can actually implement digital transformation using these tools. Now, these are not exhaustive, but they're just examples of things you can do. Some of these, if not majority of them, have been also touched by the previous presenter. So leveraging digital platforms for business transformations will require really a strategic approach that aligns the digital initiatives of any business with their business objectives. Now, some of the steps you can take in doing this would be things like, first, defining your business objectives. You have to identify the business objectives that the digital platform will enable or enhance for your business. The objectives could be things like increasing your revenue, improving your customers' experience, or reducing cost for the business. Now, next thing you could do is to evaluate existing digital infrastructure. You see what's out there. Assess the current digital infrastructure. Identify the gaps or areas for improvement. This could be things as simple as getting a company website, being present on social media. Even though we have billions of people on social media, we haven't even touched half of the people that live on Earth on social media. So there's still a lot of people that are not on social media, lots of businesses, lots of individuals. Now, it could also be to improve customer relationship. And you could do that using customer relationship management tools. Now, again, you can identify suitable digital platforms. Like the previous presenter said, you might want to take your business to LinkedIn, but then LinkedIn is not the best platform for you. So you need to identify that digital platform that aligns with your business objectives and is suitable for your company's need. It could be e-commerce platform, customer engagement platform, or digital marketing platform. Again, usually you start from announcing your business, having the visibility, going through that funnel where customers see you and see your presence and continue to engage with you, and then drive them down to your e-commerce platform where they can make a purchase. But for this to happen, your business needs a roadmap. You need to develop a roadmap that outlines the steps required to implement the digital platforms. You don't just go with everything you see. Some people go, they have accounts with Instagram, they go WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google. You might not be able to manage all of them. You see, some businesses just focus on one or two, depending on what business they are, or what service they are offering, what business they are into. You could just have YouTube and focus on it, or do Facebook and Instagram because of the tight integration. You focus on it. So you need to have a roadmap to do that. Then you also need to align your organizational culture. By so doing, I mean, you ensure that the organizational culture is aligned with the digital transformation you want to embark on. This could involve training your employees on digital tools and processes and creating a culture of innovation and experimentation. Try things out first before you can conclude on, whether it works for you or not. You monitor and measure the sources of the digital transformation exercise by tracking key performance indicators, such as customer satisfaction, revenue growth, and cost savings. Are you saving money by pushing on online sales instead of, moving your goods to the marketplace physically? Then you continuously need to adapt and evolve. The digital platform you're using, you need to adapt it, evolve it, continue to meet changing business needs and customer expectations, because these are not static, they keep changing. So this could include things like incorporating feedback on your website or following up on customers to know how they appraise you. Again, you streamline your business processes using digital platforms. To streamline business processes and automate repetitive tasks can save you a lot of hours of work. For example, if you use a software to manage inventory and customer orders, or automate marketing campaigns with digital marketing tools, that will save you a lot of time. You will enhance customer engagement. Digital platforms can help you, your business, reach new audiences, engage with customers, and build relationships. Even while you're sleeping, you have your chat box integrated with your site, working for you, meeting customer expectations. Social media platforms can be used to share information, offer customer support, and receive feedback. E-commerce platforms as well can offer customers a seamless shopping experience, provide personalized recommendations. When they shop through your site, they're buying, for instance, a shoe. I don't know if anybody still uses Polish now. Your e-commerce is recommending Polish for them. Because depending on the kind of shoe they're buying, you need to polish that shoe, that experience. You analyze data from the tools you're using. So these digital platforms generate a lot of data that you can analyze to get insights and make informed decisions. Use analytic tools to understand customer behavior, track sales, and optimize marketing strategy. Today, we say data is gold, because with that information, with the insight you can gain, you can improve your business and make a lot of money. Embrace innovation. Don't sit there while the world moves. Digital platforms are constantly evolving. Today is Facebook. Tomorrow, it could be TikTok. Follow the trend, move as it moves. Don't be left behind. So businesses should stay up to date with the latest technologies and trends. Consider implementing new tools and technologies to stay ahead of the competition. Foster collaboration. Digital platforms can also foster collaboration and communication within a business and outside the business. So we encourage you to use these collaboration tools to enable employees to work together on projects, enable your employees to share ideas and communicate effectively. Overall, leveraging digital platforms for business transformation requires a strategic approach, the willingness to embrace technology and innovation, and a commitment to ongoing learning and development. So I would say by following these simple suggestions, businesses can leverage digital platforms to transform their operations, improve customer experience, and drive growth. So now we'll have a look at how we can use the digital platform, My iShop, to transform a business. So I'm going to be giving an example demo here. Okay, so I've just opened My iShop. So if you go to www.myishop.com, you will come to the mall, but we're going to see how to use this tool.
To get My iShop e-commerce application, just go to myishop.com and click on Get New iShop. When you get to the Create an Online Store screen, you enter your username. So in this case, we enter iShop. So let's say my username is myshop. My email, you enter your email, put your password, put your company information. So let's say my company information is myshop Ltd. My line of business is, for instance, fashion, clothes, and beauty. Select a line of business. Select your country. I'll select, in my own case, I'll select Nigeria. Select your state. So I'll select Lagos. Put your phone number without the country code. So in this case, I put my phone number. My office address or my shop address. Number of users is the number of your staff, number of people you want to give access to the system. So in this case, we select 5. Would you like your iShop? Would you like to have my iShop mobile desktop POS? Yes. Would you like the e-commerce? Yes. You select your bank. So in this case, my bank is this. You put your bank account number and you put your bank account name. My iShop Ltd. You can put your personal name if you're using your personal detail. Now, if you have your Facebook link, you put it, Instagram link, you put it, Twitter link, you put it. If you have a logo, you select you have a logo. If not, you just click use completely free because the app is free. Now, once you click use completely free, you notice that the registration is successful. Immediately you register, all you need to do is then click on login and go to the login screen and enter your username, in this case, my iShop, and enter your password. So if your username is not correct, you won't be able to log in. You can see to say user unknown. So you need to be sure that the login information you're using is the one you used in creating the account. Okay, so I have used my shop. So when we go to login after creating the account, we enter username, my shop, and password, whatever password we've used, and the system will log you in. So once you log in, the first thing you need to do is set up the initial shop information that you need, like the products you're selling, how do you measure them? So you can select, in this case, units or unit of measure. It could be in cartons, portions, yards, anything. So many units of measures. You select click next. Do you offer discounts? You say 0 discounts, no discounts. You select, do you offer tax? You can say 0 tax, but you can put tax that applies to you. Your sales points, you will get online because you want to sell online or in store. You can get both. You want to sell online and still be able to sell on the POS. Category of products. Let's say we're selling beauty products. You select beauty products, click next. And subcategory, again, we can select like jewelry or anything that's a beauty product. In this case, we select beauty product like We've-On, click next. Now your shop is completely set up now. It now says, click add to enter details and upload your verification documents. In the next video, we show how to do that. So I hope the process of, in the first video, we showed how you register an account, come up to the point where you're now required to enter your products. Please, to enter your products, I know that you require images of your products. So you have to go online or to where you have your content, the products you're going to sell, however you intend to create the images you require for it. For this demo or how to, I'm going to be using online products. So we are interested in beauty products. So let's say We've-On. So we can look out for We've-On images. So we can say free We've-On images. You know, images are not for free. Most of them are licensed. So you have to make sure images you're using, you're allowed to use that. So there are so many free images online. So feel free to use free images online. So we're going to use some of these free images. So we'll take a few. This is only a test, and after this, we'll delete the images we have here. So we select all of this, and this is not a drink. It's not a service, it's a product. It's not sold with time like you're booking for a haircut or consultation service. You deliver, you select delivery, yes, because you can deliver this product. Now, no experts in beauty products, but from the little I know, we can say Brazilian. This is only an example, so please don't laugh at me. You can say Brazilian We've-On. So we're assuming that this is the name of the We've-On that we are trying to upload to our e-commerce shop. Then you give it a number, identifier number, so we can say 1 in this case. You give it an overview. So the overview could be all the beautiful things you want to write about this Brazilian We've-On. So we can say a very beautiful Brazilian We've-On. Okay, I'll keep it short. So price, we can say this is 50,000. We can say 5,000 actually. Quantity available, maybe we have 12 units of this. What we want to be our stock lower limit. So we can say we want to have 2 every time. You might not have them, but you still just put some values in there. Stock upper limit, we can say 24. Then we say upload a picture for this stock. We click save. That's it. So now you've recorded the stock. You want to upload a picture. Then you click choose to choose the picture. But if you see here, we're saying your images will appear very nicely if you use 300 by 300 So 300 pixels width, 300 pixels height for your image. So you go to your system, like your laptop or your phone, where you save the images you downloaded, and then try to resize these images. So let's say this one, we can see we copied this as 954 by 1048 dimensions. So we need to resize this image. So let's say we resize this to 300 by 300. Feel free to choose any image size you want, but just be consistent so the image appears nicely. So we resize that, so we can resize this one too. I'll spend a little time resizing these images so that we can reuse them for the other weavons we're going to be uploading information there. The system is designed to help you by keeping record of what you've done previously. So this time we can say Italian weavon, we give it number 2. We write the content of what we want people to read about how beautiful the weavon is. And then we put the price. Remember, these are fictitious information just to give you a demo. This can all be the same. You select upload picture, click yes again. We resize our pictures already. So we just select the image and upload. So you will notice that the process of uploading the picture is faster now because we have our images ready. So I believe that except you're starting your business new, you already have all of these products, pictures to it. So this time maybe we can say 6K. And remember, this is only a test. You can put the message you want in the description. Because previously we added them in store. So if we needed to make changes, we can come back and make those changes. So thanks for being patient to see how we've uploaded all the weavons onto our shop. Now, talking about the verification, for you to verify your account so that your product will go live, you will go to system settings, go to application settings, and go to company. Now you see your company record here. You right click on it and click upload documents. Now you will need to upload a registration document if you're a company, you're trading with a company name. You can upload your registration certificate for business name or your CSC corporate affairs company registration certificate, incorporation certificate. Or you also need to upload an identity document because we want to be compliant. So anyone selling on this platform must go through the KYC compliance so that we are able to know who they are and to be sure that they don't defraud anyone, because people will be ordering from you and you expected to deliver to them. We also require you to upload a proof of address document. So it could be your NEPA bill or a prepaid meter. In the previous video, we showed how we could add all our products to my iShop. So we could see the products we've added so far. So the next thing we do now is to show how you can expose these products on your shop. So from the menu on the main menu on the left, if we click iShop products, that will take us to all our products in iShop. And we see that we don't have products in there at the moment. So we follow through our account here and we can go back to stock. Now, if you click on iShop home, that will take you to your landing page and you can get your website address from here. So your website address will normally be myishop.com and you have this ID showing your shop ID here. Now you can share this website link and people can reach your shop from this website link. Right, so you notice that on this welcome landing page, we haven't got anything on it at the moment. It's just not set up properly yet. So we're going to see how we're going to add banners, our own custom banners, expose our categories and subcategories, verify our accounts, which we talked about earlier. add areas we deliver to, then put some products as products on sale, add some products as products that are on deal, and add a popular product. As a matter of fact, popular products are generated as customers visit your site, review your products, rate your products. New products will automatically show once you add a new product. So let's start and do this with adding some products on sale and adding some products in the hot deal. So let's start with hot deal. So we see the products that we exposed online so far. So add the products on hot deal as we've done previously. You right-click the product, go to change, and click add to hot section. If you want the same product to appear in the on sale section, you click this too. Then you click save. Now this is going to expose those products. So we're going to expose a few, because we haven't got much products, we'll likely select each of these two and exposing them on the hot session and the sale session so that mobile phone. So now we've uploaded registration document. So if we view that document here, we see our corporate affairs registration document here. Right, so we go back again to upload another document. So we can right click and click upload documents. So that takes us to the document upload gateway again. Here we can upload our identification documents like national identification card, voter's registration, a driver's license, international passport. So let's look at where we upload ID here. So that's a sample ID card. We upload this. Maybe we add a number to it. Delivery charge for this, because they're picking from our branch over there, 0.0, 0.0. We're charging nothing for that. So now that we've done this, we can log off from the site as vendor. So when a customer comes, visit our shop, and the customer wants to shop, now we notice something different now. When the customer adds to cart, goes to checkout, logs in, you will notice that now we have view areas we deliver. So it says we deliver in Ikeja area, Lekki area. And on the pickup locations, we now have number 7 Allen Avenue, Ikeja. So you can see how dynamic the system allows you set it up so that your customers will enjoy the service. So if a customer wants to shop now and wants the delivery to their own address, what the customer just needs to do is to ensure that they use an address in Lagos, in that area that you've created. So if we use an address in Lekki, we might not be able to deliver to this particular area because it's not bearing the particular location that you said you deliver to.
Yeah, so we see how we are able to use this platform to achieve the e-commerce functionalities that we'll want our customers to use the platform to check out and sell products. So we would then use this opportunity to take questions.
Thank you, Dr. Bertrand. Sorry, I had a little network glitch.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Bertrand. Thank you so much. It was such a, I wish we had so much more time, but then we make do with what we're able to learn from you. Okay, now, so we'll go to questions. I've seen quite a number of questions on the chat box, but then before then, I'll ask one question for Mr. Okenwa, Mecca, let me put it like that, and then for Dr. Bertrand too. Okay, for Mr. Okenwa, is there a way that we can actually filter inactive users on the platform or on Facebook when you're inactive users from seeing your campaign or something? Is there a way, is there settings or something you can do to filter inactive users from your campaign?
Okay, so now when we talk about inactive users, are we talking about Facebook users that have not been active, that are interacting with the ads?
Yes.
Okay, so I think it all boils down to your targeting, right? The targeting system that you are using at the end of the day. So when you are creating your when you're creating your ad and you get to the targeting side of things, that is where the whole magic is, right? Unfortunately, it's not something I can actually explain with words, right? We have to look into the ads manager and show you how to set up a proper audience targeting to exclude waste in terms of the whole audience targeting and stuff. So that way you eliminate every type of waste. Another option, another way to look at this is if you are not, if that's not your first ad, you can actually be looking at a retargeting option, right? In the process of creating the retargeting option, like maybe a custom audience or a lookalike audience, you can actually filter for some of this dead weight, because now you're going to be targeting specifically people, real people that have interacted with the ad. So the issue of inactive users comes mostly when you are having broad targeting, but that can actually be mitigated.
Okay, thank you so much. And then I have a question from the chat box for you. It says, what are the requirements to qualify or apply for the ASP SMB program?
Okay, so it's very easy. We have the direct link to get up on board is called something we call the SMB Incubator Program. The SMB Incubator Program is both a sign-up platform and also an education platform. So on the SMB Incubator Program, you can actually get educated on Meta's advertising best practices. At the same time, you can sign up to speak or sign up to have a dedicated account manager given to you. So I shared the link to the SMB Incubator on the general chat box as well. So it's as simple as just hitting the link and then signing up. It's that simple.
Wow. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm sure the person that raised that question would have gotten the information. We have Dr. Kanazu's hand up. Dr. Humphrey is here. His hand is up. Can we unmute him so that I feel he has a question for you. Dr. Humphrey, are you your hand is up.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much, Toyin, for the moderation. Thank you, Emeka. Rome Business School has been working with you guys, so I've been doing amazing work, for us. And thank you, Mr. B. Wow. This your profile is like a compendium. Yes, I'm really interested in this, my iShop. I took time to, go on website to check it before I came back to ask my question. Is it, I want to, we have things like this flying around. We have the Shopify, we have the Jumia, we have in Nigeria, we have a lot of them. So we have a Gigi, a lot of them. I mean, what's the difference? What makes this my iShop different from the others? What makes it unique? Why should I use my iShop other than these other platforms flying around.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kanazu. My iShop is a new concept, I would say. It's not very common yet. If any of us here has used platforms like Shopify, Bumper, they have similar concepts. But what's different with my iShop is that our focus is on giving businesses corporate e-commerce platforms. We all know Jumia, Konga. The idea is that every business should be able to own an e-commerce platform, I would say, because what we're doing is giving people platforms. So no matter the kind of business you're into, you're accommodated, whether you're rendering a service or you sell a product. My iShop has a way to accommodate your business such that you can sell bookable services, whether you're into consulting, you run a barbering salon or a hairdressing outfit, you have a karaoke expert, you are a DJ that play music and entertain people during birthday ceremonies, etc. You have that ability to own a platform where people can book your service for any period of time or for a particular day if you sell services on daily basis. You also have that ability to sell products on the platform. So you're a grocery shop, you sell whatever goods or service, the platform can accommodate you. And the good thing is, it's not a marketplace, first of all, it's a mall. So see my iShop as shopping malls, like we know ShopRite in Nigeria. When you come into the mall, you see different businesses. And out of the businesses you see, you can select a particular shop to go into. So when you go into that shop, you can pick a basket. In this case, you have your cart. You add items to your cart, like I'm saying, pick things you want to buy and check out from that shop. And when you're done from that shop, you can go into another shop and do the same thing all over again. So I will share this on my screen. Like, this is one of the businesses on my iShop. This is a restaurant. So this is the mall where you see different businesses in different places. You see building materials, water supply, e-commerce, furniture, clothing, restaurants. So you, depending on what you want to achieve, what you want to do, if you're interested in shopping food, for instance, you could look out for people that sell food, like restaurants. So I have a restaurant here. If you live around Bode Thomas, Surulere, you will see Lounge 38. It's a very popular restaurant there. They're like the place. So you can walk into Lounge 38 digitally, browse through their carts, choose whatever you want to buy, and then check out, make payments, and exit. Then you want to shop building materials. You go back to the shop, to the mall again. So I'm sure you understand what I mean by being a mall. It's not a single shop. It's not like Jumia where everybody's listing everything they're selling. No, you are targeting one particular shop. You know this shop, they're within your neighborhood. So you go in there, buy what you want to buy, check out. You go to another shop, buy what you want to buy, check out. And they handle the fulfillment of your shopping. So that's how my iShop works. For anyone who wants service-based business as well, you could see the system supports service-based. You can make booking for water delivery, like a business here that deals on delivering water to different customers. Dr. Humphrey is raising his hands. Please, can you unmute him so he can talk?
Dr. Humphrey, our time is fast. But...
You know, Thank you very much. I'm really interested in this because you know why I asked this question. Like somebody asked a very very strategic question here. So I don't want to put my product on a Jumia where every other person put and then put my contact. I want to leverage on a platform that can give me the opportunity, the freedom to create my own shop, my own platform with my logo, with my payment method, everything, you know, and control it. Is this possible on this platform? That's why I'm asking, is it something that I can do? If it is, then it is an innovation.
Yes, it is, Dr. Humphrey, yes. You don't have to share having your product listed with competitors. It's your site, you own it. It's like you owning your own website, owning your own e-commerce, specifying everything from places you deliver to your privacy policy, about you and etc. to how you charge customers to deliver to them. You own it as a business. You're not sharing that with anyone.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. B.
And someone asked, okay.
Yeah, someone is asking in the chat box, and the person said, we take this last question, said, how secured is this platform and how do you make your returns from people's usage? Is this something you want to tell us?
Yes, I understand the first one. The second one is, how do you make returns? That's not very clear. What does it mean? How do you make, is it, how do you return rejected goods? Is that what it means?
The question was asked by Friday Ojo.
Okay, so Friday, if you can clarify, let me take the first one, and then we can come back to the second one. Now you're asking, how secure is the platform? Okay, so the platform is secure by the best of security technologies in today's industry. So it's designed on a platform that's secure by nature. The platform is built on Java EE. So, and if you know programming languages, you will know the ones that have loads of issues and the ones that are secure by design to start with. So we start from a bottom-up approach where we have layered security for various layers in the application. Then coming to internet security, the system runs on the best of SSL technology as well. So your traffic between your mobile browser or your mobile phone device or your desktop device with the server is secure in transit. And on storage, on the disk, we make use of disk encryption as well. So data is secure both in transit and on the disk. I don't know if I've answered your question. You can comment on the chat.
Okay, I think the first.
Yes, another question has come up saying, does the platform help with product promotion? Yes, we built in advertisement on the platform. However, we at the moment cannot compete with platforms like Meta in terms of advertisement. We use Meta as well to advertise for customers. So if you want to do Facebook advertisement, Google advertisement, we help you do that. But on the platform, we advertise your product. So if you follow the myashop.com, you see that you also have ability to advertise your product yourself. We built in capability for you to position your advert banners on various places within your shop, because it's actually designed to be a corporate e-commerce. Okay, Friday said the question was answered. Thank you very much, Friday. So, but I'll go ahead to answer what I think was the second question, where they say, how do you handle returns? We are platform providers as a business. We are not e-commerce company. We don't sell milk, laptop, iPhone. No, we don't sell those. We provide the platform for the business people to leverage. I mean, that's the essence of the topic we are having today. How you can leverage digital platforms to transform your business. So we make the provision for these platforms for you to use them to become visible, to reach out to more customers, and become more profitable. We don't sell goods, but we sell services of advertisements. And the platform is completely free, if you ask me. So that's what the platform is all about. Someone else asked, what is my iShop all about? My iShop is an online mall where you can access various businesses selling different products and services and patronize those businesses.
Thank you very much,
Thank you very
Dr.
much.
Bertrand. I'm sorry, we've spent a lot of time, please. But then before we round up finally, I would like a few words of encouragement from you, Mr. Bertrand and Mr. Emeka, just a very short few words of encouragement for the participant here. Thank you. Mr. Emeka, can you go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I'm going to say this, right, as a means of encouragement. Now, we understand that business or entrepreneurship generally can be a tussle, can be quite hectic. But if we're talking about leveraging digital platforms, right, there's endless possibilities in terms of sales, right? I personally have worked with brands that are currently spending as much as ₦1 million monthly advertising on digital platforms, and these guys actually started from nothing. Some of them actually don't even have stores of their own or products of their own. Some of them are into drop shipping, right? And then they are able to scale because they have been able to leverage the digital platforms that are available, and then they know what the customers want, right? So if you're a small business owner, even if you're a big business owner, and then you think you're probably struggling, to find your feet within this niche, I think what you just need to understand is how to position your business and then leverage the platforms that are available to you, and then the sky is just your starting point. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Emeka. Dr. Bertrand.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for attending. What I would say is business is not easy generally. Yeah, you get a lot of up and downs. And one thing I encourage everyone is before you set out doing business, just know that it's not a bed of roses. Please, you will have difficulties. In fact, I don't mean to be harsh, but sometimes you will fail, because I have failed severally. But one thing that you need to understand is that you need to stand up each time you fail and continue. If you try one thing, it doesn't work, try another thing. You try another thing, it doesn't work, try another thing. And always try to read from experiences of people who've been there before you, because that will motivate you. I mean, if owners of Iroko TV can come out and tell you that they were branded total failure, and eventually at the end of the day, they are very successful in business. Even the owner of, Steve Jobs today, we know what he achieved. Initially, it wasn't that way, but it just turned around. So continue to push, don't give up. And eventually, as far as you're doing the right thing, you will definitely succeed. It takes time, but you'll definitely succeed. That would be my advice to every business person here.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bertrand. I know we all have 1,000,001 questions, but then time is not our good friend. Okay, so thank you everyone for participating and joining this session. I would like to introduce Mr. Timothy Oluwaseun to speak on our Grown Business School programs. Thank you. Mr. Timothy, you have the floor. Okay, before Mr. Timothy will join us, we would like to take a picture. So everybody, can you put your camera on for snapshot? Can we all turn our cameras on? And remember to say cheese.
All right, Mr. P, can you drop the slide so the
Yeah, your slide is still up, Mr. B.
Okay.
I just hold on while we take the cameras.
Hello, Mr. Timothy, kindly speak.
All right then. So good evening, everyone. And then thank you so much, Mr. Maker and then Mr. B. Thank you for that great insight. I must really appreciate that. And then thank you, Mr. Soluatoy, for the moderation. And then I welcome each and everyone once again, and especially our prospective students, and then our executive students. You're all welcome once again. And it's a wonderful experience. And then I believe from what we've gathered today now, so this is telling us much more about the practicability of what you learn here at Rome Business School, Nigeria. So it is looking at helping you become more of a global business leader. So these are some of our webinar series, and this is the first step towards our business leadership certifications program. So which is more of our pre-master activities for every of our students. And now we've started, and this is more especially for our enrolled for our prospective students. So this business leadership is so interesting because you're not just going to take much of the webinar sessions. There are other pre-master courses that would also be available for you. And not just that now, we're also looking at starting giving you more opportunity around the Italian language classes, which you would also benefit from as well. And as it stands now, we've started the October 2023 intake, and we've just concluded April 2023 intake. So the business leadership is the first step for us towards the October 2023 intake. And as it stands now, we have the early bird scholarship for those that are willing to enroll now. And even for our current executive students, now is the best time for you to even send in your referrals for to enroll for the master's program. They can take advantage of the early bird scholarship, which is available. And if you have anyone that you want to enroll, or send their contact to us at enrollment@romebusinessschool.ng or info@romebusinessschool.ng as well. And as it's also moving into what we are doing currently now, for our executive student, this is also to that the international, that's for the Kigali tour, which is coming up on the 21st to 27th of August. And then more importantly, also the International Business and Community Forum in Angola is also coming up next month. That's 16th to 17th. Of June. So if you're interested, you can always reach out to. And then for our master's program, we have 16 master's program to cover up everything you need to learn, from the MBA, the data science, the project management, the digital marketing and business transformation. We have the masters in entrepreneurship and innovation, masters in corporate communications, masters in marketing and sales, masters in finance, masters in tourism and hospitality management. We also have the masters in international human resources management. So we have a whole lot of master's program to cater for your need, and also propel you to the greater height that you actually want to be. And at the end of it all, we're looking at you becoming more of a global business leader. And we've talked about business transformation now. And for everyone looking at studying for the Masters in Marketing and Sales, Masters in Sales, like the NIMN, that's the National Institute Marketing of Nigeria. We also have the ARCON, that's the Advertising Regulation Council of Nigeria as well. So coming on board for this master's program, there is also the payment flexibility that you can always take advantage of. And at the end of the day, we're looking at you becoming much more of a global business leader. So I would say welcome on board to our new students, and to our prospective students. We look forward to having you join this esteemed citadel of learning. Thank you so much, everyone, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. It's time to draw the curtains and to say bye.